Hello again, Reds. Welcome back to our channel. The January transfer window is finally open, and things are already starting to heat up at Anfield. After a frustrating run of form and growing problems across the pitch, Liverpool may be forced into action sooner rather than later. Arne Slot knows this month could define the rest of the season, and the early signs suggest the Reds are preparing to move. Despite spending big in the summer on stars like Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz, Liverpool now find themselves stretched thin in key areas. Injuries, international duty, and bad luck have combined to leave the squad unbalanced, and the pressure on Slot is increasing with every game. Let's start with the biggest concern, the attack. Mohamed Salah is away at the Africa Cup of Nations, removing Liverpool's most reliable goal scorer at a crucial stage of the season. On top of that, Alexander Isak is facing a long spell on the sidelines due to injury. That leaves Liverpool short of proven options up front, forcing makeshift solutions and limiting tactical flexibility. Fans have noticed it, pundits have noticed it, and the club certainly knows it too. But the problems don't stop there. Defensively, Liverpool are now in a full-blown crisis. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate are currently the only fully fit senior center-backs available. Joe Gomez is sidelined with injury, while summer signing Giovanni Leone has suffered an ACL injury that has ruled him out for the rest of the season. That is a worrying situation for any club, let alone one chasing Champions League football. With so few options at the back, every match now feels like a risk. One more injury, one suspension, and Liverpool could be left dangerously exposed. That is why calls for defensive reinforcements have grown louder, and why January business now feels less like a choice and more like a necessity. This brings us to a familiar name, Marc Guehi. Liverpool fans will remember just how close the club came to signing the Crystal Palace captain last summer. A deal worth around £35 million had been agreed. Guehi even completed a medical. Everything looked done, only for the transfer to collapse at the very last moment on deadline day. It was a huge disappointment at the time, and it's one that still feels unfinished. Now, Liverpool may finally have been handed a second chance. Crystal Palace head coach Oliver Glasner has openly admitted that he does not know whether Guehi will remain at the club during this January transfer window. That alone is a major boost for Liverpool. Guehi's contract runs until the end of the 2025-26 season, and he has made it clear he will not sign a new deal. Palace risk losing him for less money later if they don't act soon. Glasner's comments were honest and revealing. He made it clear that there is uncertainty around not just Guehi, but several players at the club. He stated plainly that he doesn't know what will happen, and if he did, he would say so. For Liverpool, that uncertainty creates opportunity. With the Reds desperately needing a center-back, and Guehi already open to the move in the past, this situation feels like one to watch very closely. Arne Slot would gain a proven Premier League defender, still only 25, with leadership qualities and England experience. It would instantly ease the pressure on Van Dijk and Konate and stabilize a defense that is currently running on fumes. At the same time, Liverpool have already confirmed their first piece of business of the winter window, giving Slot a small but important boost. While it may not be the blockbuster signing fans are craving, it shows the club is active, organized, and ready to move if the right deal becomes available. This January window is shaping up to be critical. Liverpool are not far off their targets, but they are walking a fine line. Injuries have exposed the lack of depth, and without reinforcements, the season could drift away. With smart moves, however, the Reds could still push strongly for a top-4 finish and restore momentum. Arne Slot now faces a defining month. Does he gamble with the squad he has, or does he push the club to act decisively? With attackers missing, defenders injured, and rivals strengthening, standing still may no longer be an option. One thing is certain, Liverpool fans should expect movement. The signs are there, the need is clear, and the opportunity, especially with Marc Guehi, might finally be too good to ignore. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello again, Reds. Liverpool's frustrating Premier League campaign delivered another disappointing chapter on Thursday night, as the Reds were held to a dull 0-0 draw by Leeds United at Anfield. It was one of those evenings that left fans walking away shaking their heads, knowing it was a missed opportunity in a season already full of them. With injuries piling up, confidence fragile, and fluency missing, Arne Slot's side once again failed to turn possession and promise into goals. From the first whistle, it was clear this would not be a classic. Anfield had the noise, the expectation, and the belief that Liverpool could push on in the race for the top four. But on the pitch, the performance never truly matched the occasion. Liverpool dominated the ball but struggled badly in the final third, lacking sharpness, movement, and conviction. Leeds, on the other hand, came with a clear plan: stay compact, frustrate the hosts, and wait for mistakes. One of the biggest talking points came early and summed up Liverpool's night perfectly. Hugo Ekitike found space behind the Leeds defense after a quick attacking move. He held off Xhaka Bijal and clearly felt contact as he tried to pull the ball back to Florian Wirtz. Many forwards would have gone down instantly, appealing for a penalty. Ekitike stayed on his feet, tried to continue the move, and only looked back in frustration once the chance was gone. In today's Premier League, that honesty often goes unrewarded, and Liverpool were left wondering what might have been had the Frenchman gone to ground. While Liverpool struggled to create chances, Leeds nearly took advantage of a rare moment of carelessness at the back. Alisson Becker, usually the most reliable man on the pitch, almost gifted the visitors a shock lead. A lazy kick out from the goalkeeper was intercepted by Ethan Ampadu around 35 yards from goal. With Alisson off his line, Ampadu tried his luck, but his effort lacked power and accuracy. The Brazilian scrambled back just in time to save himself and his team from serious embarrassment. The game continued in the same slow, tense rhythm. Liverpool pushed forward but without real penetration. Leeds defended bravely, throwing bodies in the way and breaking up play whenever possible. The first half ended with little to excite either set of supporters, and the second half did not improve much. Leeds grew more dangerous after the introduction of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. His absence from the starting lineup raised eyebrows, especially given his excellent recent form, having scored in each of his last 6 league appearances. Daniel Farke's decision looked cautious, likely influenced by Calvert-Lewin's injury history and an upcoming clash with Manchester United. Once on the pitch, though, his presence was obvious. He gave Leeds an outlet, held up the ball well, and caused Liverpool's defense real problems. For a brief moment, Leeds thought they had stolen all 3 points. Calvert-Lewin found the back of the net, sparking wild celebrations among the away fans. But the joy was short-lived as the offside flag went up. It was the right call, but it summed up Liverpool's night that even when danger came, it felt like it might finally punish them. As the final whistle blew, the statistics told a worrying story. Liverpool managed just 3 shots on target across the entire match. For a team with ambitions of Champions League football and with so much attacking talent, that simply is not good enough. The draw leaves Liverpool sitting 4th, now 6 points behind Aston Villa, and the pressure is starting to build. Injuries have clearly played their part. Alexander Isak remains sidelined, and questions continue to swirl around Mohamed Salah's future at the club. The lack of cutting edge up front is becoming a serious concern, and Arne Slot may soon be forced to look toward the transfer market to freshen up his attacking options if Liverpool are to salvage their season. From Leeds' perspective, this was a valuable result. While they will feel they could have taken more, a point at Anfield is never to be dismissed. The draw keeps them 7 points clear of the relegation zone and puts them in a strong position to secure Premier League survival. Their discipline, organization, and fighting spirit will give Daniel Farke plenty of encouragement for the remaining games. For Liverpool, though, this was another reminder of their inconsistency. On nights like this, when chances are scarce and confidence is low, champions find a way to win. Right now, the Reds are not doing that often enough. With the season moving into a critical phase, Arne Slot and his players must find solutions quickly or risk seeing their top 4 hopes slip away. Anfield has seen many famous nights, but this will not be one of them. Instead, it will be remembered as another warning sign in a season full of them. The talent is there, the support is there, but the results must improve, and fast. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.